Ripley with a weapon. Breaking it over the back of Raquel. Now everyone teed up on Raquel Rodriguez.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we'll talk about what went wrong with Survivor Series WarGames 2024. I will talk about what upset me about Survivor Series 2024 WarGames. You guys get the lights as we come into the red carpet ring. Now, I just have to say with this women's WarGames match, I want to add that I did not notate in my review. This is by far the worst women's WarGames match I've ever seen. At all the women's WarGames matches that we had in the history of WWE, start from NXT brand to the main roster brand, it's just one of the worst. It's the worst. It was sloppy. It was uncoordinated. It was not set up right at all. It's just safe to say that they keep doing women's WarGames like this. If I see this again, just don't do WarGames for the women's division anymore. Just keep it for the men's. I did not like of this particular PLE. With that being said, let's dive into it. One thing, I didn't like the Gunther Damian Priest match finish. I didn't like the finish. And the reason I say that, I knew Damian was going to lose. Like I said earlier, if you look at SummerSlam and Survivor Series ended the exact identical way. Gunther retains or wins the world title. He taps Damian Priest out with a sleeper, and Finn Balor interferes. When three things happen, Gunther hand is raised, Finn Balor interferes, costing Damian Priest the match, and Gunther puts a sleeper hold to take out Damian Priest. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to tell the story of Finn Balor competing for the world title. I understand that they want to reunite the feud between him and Damian. I get all that. I really do. I get where that's going. But with that being said, it don't make sense. It don't make sense how they're doing this. And I don't like this at all. Honestly, Damian Priest, I'm not mad that Gunther retained. Knew he would retain. Why he couldn't just get Priest with a powerbomb inside? Clearly, he worked on his shoulder the whole match. Clearly, Finn Balor interfered, hit the quarter raw. So that would have been enough ammo in the match. Enough fuel to give Gunther to let him hit a powerbomb and get the 1, 2, 3. I don't think we needed the sleeper. I don't even think we needed Finn Balor. Finn Balor didn't even have to attack Damian Priest this time. He could have just caused a distraction. This music could have hit. He could have just came out. Damian could have turned around, looked at him, and Gunther would have hit with a powerbomb. Boom, 1, 2, 3, over. So I didn't really think that was needed. And of course, we saw Damian Priest attack Finn Balor. They attacked each other. But this definitely goes on the list. I gotta say it. Goes on the list, no doubt.
You just made the list!
Yeah, this definitely goes on the list. I didn't think this was necessary. This does not need to happen. Gunther is a very good competitor. He clearly don't need nobody to help him win a match. That's why he kicked Finn Balor in the first place. And he slowly transitioned into a babyface. I didn't think that was needed. It was a little bit much too extra in that finish. I don't think that was needed at all. Kind of made Gunther look kind of weak. We already was looking at Gunther sideways the way he won the world title in the first place at SummerSlam. I didn't think we need to add this in yet again. So that was too much. So that's one thing I did not like about Survivor Series War Games. Let's go over the next part of Survivor Series War Games I did not like. And we're going to talk about IYO SKY in his trash can spot. Now, I know IYO. I know she's known for the trash can spot. I know IYO gets the fans going on their feet when she does the trash can spot. Let me remind you guys of something. This is not the first time she's done it. It's not even the second time she's done it. This will mark the third time that IYO's done this at War Games. Let me take you back a trip down memory lane. She did it for the first time at 2020 War Games, an NXT brand. That's the first time she did that spot. Then last year. And yet she does it again for the second year in a row. Yes, I understand Tiffany Stratton did the swanton simultaneously. Yes, I understand the trash cans are different color, purple and yellow. But I don't want to see this every single year that we get War Games for the women's match. No IYO SKY doing the same trash can spot. And that's why they put her in this match. Just for that spot. Too much. It's too much into that one. Because it's going to become predictable at this point with IYO. And I don't like that. IYO is talented. She could do more than just do a trash can spot. She actually has talent. IYO can wrestle. She could do more than just do a spot. It's like you're limiting her. You don't have to do that with IYO. IYO's one of those talents that can do whatever in the match. It's going to get over regardless. We've seen her do this back with NXT War Games. I don't want to see this for a fourth time next year or the year after. Now, I know she has the record being the most women's War Games matches, which is great. Phenomenal, right? But we don't have to see a trash can spot every time she performs in this match. So I don't want to see that. It gets too old, too quick. You already know what happens when I see things that get too old and too quick.
You just made the list!
So yeah, I don't want to see that with IYO no more. She gonna do something different in a trash can. You know, she can do something else other than a trash can. I know people loved it last year. I did too, but not every single year. So enough's enough at this point. And that's the second thing I saw from NXT War Games I didn't like. Another thing I'll talk about the War Games I did not like. No pop-up appearance from anyone. This was kind of surprising. And I'm talking about the end of the PLE when the men's War Games match was over. They had like a lot of extra time, several minutes before they went to the post-show press conference. There was no Drew, no Seth, nobody. No Rock, nobody came out. I thought that was going to happen, especially with Punk and Roman being on the same team. I was kind of disappointed by that. And it didn't have to be necessarily mean when someone pops out, they attack someone either. They could just show their face, just like Rock did at Bad Blood. You know what I mean? I know Rock didn't have to show, but it could have been somebody else too. So that was kind of odd. So maybe that's just me. But I still didn't like it though. This is Survivor Series. Last year, we had two returns. One was CM Punk, the other was Randy Orton. So Survivor Series is a good stage for a return or a first time appearance or whatever. Men or women, we didn't see nothing. I didn't like that. You know what happens if I don't like stuff like that. You guys already know where that goes.
You just made the list!
So yeah, I didn't like the fact that no one popped out. That was weird. Nobody came out. But that's not the only thing I did not like. There's one more thing I did not like about this whole thing. All right, enough's enough with this too. We talk about trash can spot. We talk about other things. This Liv and Rhea feud needs to end. Clearly, Rhea Ripley is not done with Liv Morgan. Since she pinned Liv Morgan and won the match for her team at WarGames, Liv Morgan is pinned by Rhea Ripley after the Riptide. Rhea Ripley believes she could get another opportunity at Liv Morgan's Women's World title. Now, she has fought this woman twice already. Once at SummerSlam due to interference by Dom, I get it. And again at Bad Blood due to interference by return Raquel Rodriguez, I get it. But I'm getting tired of this feud. These women been feuding like off and on all year. Even when Rhea was the Women's World Champion before she had to vacate the belt due to Liv Morgan, then going to Liv Morgan's Revenge Tour, then Rhea coming back, having 2 matches with Liv at SummerSlam and Bad Blood. This has been an ongoing feud for most of the year, and I don't want to see this anymore. It's old. Rhea, you have nobody on your side. You're not going to defeat Liv when Liv have Dominic Mysterio in the Wrestle Judgment Day and now Raquel Rodriguez. Come on, Rhea, you're not going to beat her. There's no way it's going to happen. I don't see it happening. No way, no how. Unless you get some backup of your own. And Rhea doesn't have that on her side. So I think they're just getting repetitive with this. And it's just boring. And I think they're doing this to, I don't know if it's a filler. Because I know Rhea is waiting for IYO to have her match against Liv Morgan. I think after IYO SKY and Rhea Ripley having their challenge for the Women's World title against Liv Morgan really don't have no legit competitors after that. She's beating Becky, beating Rhea, facing she beat it who she beat? I want to say Zelina Vega. And now she's fighting Rhea again. And IYO SKY. I don't see no real views for her right now. And I think they're using Rhea Ripley as filler. Unless you're going to have Rhea win the world title back, which I doubt. But other than that, you know what happens when I see stuff like this. You know what happens when I see a cycle. You know what happens when I see a pattern that don't need to be a pattern.
You just made the last!
So yeah, I am not feeling this feud at all. I'm tired of this feud. There's a lot of women on the women's Raw roster that Liv can have a good feud with besides Rhea Ripley all the time. She can feud against somebody else. Come on. Now, I know most women are in tag teams and stables, but kick off something, you know. Or maybe after you defend the title against IYO, Liv Morgan retains, feud with Dakota, feud with Kairi Sane, whatever. I don't want to see the same people feuding over Liv's Women's World title. I don't want to see it. It's too much. It's way too much, and it's uncalled for. I do not want to see that at all. I don't want to see how that's going to go down. But it's just too much, guys. It's too much at all. It does nobody no good at all. Helps nobody at all. And I think if they keep pushing this Rhea and Liv thing, it's already gonna make Liv like a real born champion, and it's gonna make Rhea like a born competitor. So we'll see what WWE does with that. But this feud needs to end no later than the beginning of next year, like Royal Rumble, the first Netflix episode on Raw, something. End it there, please. Please do. I don't want to see no more of this. Rhea needs to move on. Liv needs to move on. No more of this stuff. There's nothing more story to tell. I don't think there's no more to tell about it. It don't make no sense. No logic sense, that is. So I'm not feeling that at all. Well, hopefully WWE they pull something together and they get something going. But this does not help anybody for that matter. It really don't. He's just a complete waste of time. That's how I see it. But we'll see what happens next on Monday Night Raw. We'll see also what happens next